Hey there, Viewbots! This is Cyrock Omega, and welcome back to Let's Play Pilotwings 64. Collect the stars in every island, and it'll teleport you to the island's birdman test. You beat the beginner tests, all three of them, and you unlock the Holiday Island birdman tests. Then you beat the cannonball ones to get the second island, the parachuting tests to get the third one, and the jumble hopper to get the fourth one. I'll show off what it looks like to actually select it in a second, but each star can get you to these missions earlier. The faster you tap A, the faster you go, the higher you go, so you can actually go pretty fast. You can control yourself pretty easily. The turning isn't absolutely on the dime, but it's pretty tight. And so this whole thing is really just about relaxing, enjoying the music, and just looking at the scenery. And press R to get in first person. Ah, it's so chill. And it doesn't take much tapping of the A button to get you more speed and more height either. Ah. It's relaxing. And it's going to take a little bit of a stroll around this area. So yeah, just take a look around the scenery. It's such a quaint island. It's got pretty much everything you'd imagine you'd need. It'd be great to live here. I'd sleep here. It's got the airport over there. You got the lighthouse, a little dock there. Fairground, a circus. And it's so small and quaint. It's like you know everyone here. A little lake, fountains. And, I guess this is a resort, I imagine? Like a hotel and stuff. Those boats are way too big for the scale of that hotel. Oh man. Just flying around is really what I did with this game as a kid, because as I said before, I didn't care about the missions really. And there's that awesome castle. And I just came up with little imaginary games, like little scenarios that you would have had, that mostly playing as the gyrocopter, because you shot missiles, and it's all like, oh cool, I'm a shooting missiles and stuff. It's like, we're attacking the castle and stuff. Fire the missiles at the castle. And if you can crash just like every other one, every other thing. Every other kind of test. If you go too fast, or even just hit the ground, really. Z does nothing. B, I think, does... It's kind of like... It makes you go straight up while I stall. Oh yeah, I think B is just height. I'll actually just take a look at the controls when we actually get there, but... Yeah, and then lean back. I just pulled back on the stick. It's kind of falling now. Slowly. And I used to go fly off to the horizon, and nothing would ever happen. Like there's nothing out there. It just goes on forever until you turn around, and then you're probably a lot closer to the island than you imagine. Is that a whale up down there? Or no, it's a speedboat. Hey there, speedboat. Speedboat Jim. Ah. And this music's great. Very relaxing. I've enjoyed this Let's Play. I've enjoyed it. I'd like to make this island in Minecraft. That'd be really cool. Wouldn't be hard. It's got farmlands, so you can feed all the people there. Got a tree. What else is there? And it really shows off just the music of this place too. It's of the N64. It's great. I don't know if you could really do this with the 16-bit machine. Especially not the Genesis. Little water fountain. Pretty moon. Ah, yeah, I think that's just about all I gotta say about this. It's just chill. Alright, I'll show what it looks like to crash. Let's crash into the castle. Oh, whoa, kind of flung around there. I don't know what that was. Take that, castle! Head first. Oh no, you crashed! And the replay just... That's funny. Anyway. So, all you gotta do is just go over to the right, and you can also just... I'll show this off real quick. You choose this, free flight, and left and right and C pad. It's not even a pad, the C buttons changes the weather. It's like the normal sunny, cloudy, evening, which is the one that we saw there, that we got by going through that little cave-ish area by the mountains. Starry night. Or evening. Evening is sunset, which is kind of confusing. I don't really think of evening as night, but I imagine that'd be starry night. Skywalk. That's cool. So next, we'll head over to Everfrost, which you unlock by beating the cannonball tests, I believe. Actually did the best on the third one, I just realized that. And we'll go over to Lark. We'll switch between Goose and Lark, because Goose is the coolest, and Lark is kind of the mainish character of this series, of this game. The other games in the series don't have anything. So let's go with... snowing is... Sunny Part 2, I don't know what that is. I think this is the only one that's actually gonna have snowing, so I might as well try that one. Oh, that's awesome. And I don't think there's any wind. See, his sprite is larger because it needs to look you're closer to it, but on screen. But it wouldn't actually make you closer, it would just make the illusion that you're closer because he's smaller, so they need to make him larger, I guess. Whatever. Oh yeah, I guess... Oh, no, yeah. When you actually select the missions, then you get the camera, which is irrelevant, really. And we're just gonna be taking a look around this island. I think I played this one the least out of all the missions, of all the places, as a kid. I don't know, or maybe I played it the most, I have no idea. I probably played Holiday Island the most. There's the oil platform, the oil refinery. That was our first mission on the second set of tests, the A test, A rank. And snow is just artificially being thrown at you. Little white particles. Not actually existent in the world, but it's just something they kind of throw in your face on this, like, through the screen. Because none of the particles have dimension. You might as well just be flying through hyperspace. I think that probably came to my mind as a kid. Like, these are all stars going past you when you're in warp speed. There's the little village. Yeah, I'm recording this right now pretty early fall. A couple trees are starting to lose their leaves, and it's getting a little cooler out, but yeah. A cathedral, it would seem, right here. Oh. I like summer. You can hear the bell. I'd really love if you guys would, if you haven't played this game, just give your experiences with it. And even if you haven't, it's like, what if maybe some experiences with just the N64 early game like this generation of game consoles? Did you have a PlayStation? Did you have like an Atari Jaguar or something? That'd be an interesting story, I bet. That'd suck to get an Atari Jaguar for like Christmas or your birthday. It's like, oh man, it's 64-bit. Mom, Dad, could you get this for me? Man, that's such an unpleasant. That's the worst thing, is asking for something for Christmas or your birthday from your parents, and you get it, and they ask, how is it? And you're just like, you don't want to lie. You say it's bad. It's like, that really sucks. That's seriously one of the worst thoughts, one of the worst feelings. When your parents get you something and it's terrible. Ugh. You know, this would be so impossible for an actual human being. Because there's no way any human could have enough muscle strength to flap like this. Let alone be light enough. What am I talking about? This is Nintendo logic. It's cool. You're a birdman. Yeah, even... it looks like the snow is coming from... like it's behind Lark. It's behind the model here. Because it doesn't change. Well, it does change. But it just points the camera in front of it. It only looks like it's coming from Lark, kinda. Like he has terrible dandruff, maybe. Yeah, I don't really think there's too much to really see here. Let's just go up to the very tippy top of this. Is there something up there? It's like a little flag. Oh, that's the N64 logo. Wow, I'm glad I caught that. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a great This is a great game console. I love it a lot. Pets it lovingly. I actually did that, FYI. It's just interesting. I love thinking about the progression of video games. I think this was like the 5th generation of game consoles as far as the history goes. It was just a huge leap in so many things. That 3 dimensions makes so many more possibilities for games. Not saying that 2D games can't do great things, which I'm really glad that it was really rediscovered that 2D games have... they're not inferior to 3D games at all. They just do things differently. They just have a different emphasis. With like indie games and kind of the retro comeback thing that has been around for maybe about 5-ish years or so. It's just really great that those kind of games made a resurgence, where back at this point they were really rebelling against it. Like, this is the future. There is no room for 2D. Like, when so many games switch over to 3D, and like there's no room for 2D left. I know a couple people thought this, and maybe a lot of designers as well, but... yeah. The only real side-scroller that I ever had on the N64 was Kirby 64. And that was kind of disappointing when I got that, but I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed it then, I enjoy it now. I love that game. Kirby is a game that never really transferred full into 3D. Whereas like some games flourished, like Mario 64 and Zelda. Some it took forever to get there. It's like the Metroid games missed this gen altogether. It's probably for the best. And then games utterly failed, like I think Street Fighter was a really bad one. Tekken Tekken was always in 3D. It's a good game. Like that was fun. Playing the Tekken 2 demo with the beautiful that demo disc that people got with, like, I think with the console, I don't know. That was a great time. The second level, Crash 64. And, what was I saying? One was like, Street Fighter is a game. Street Fighter, I hear, got really bad in 3D. Mortal Kombat kind of took a step back. It wasn't quite as good as the older ones. One of the games got really bad. Can't think of any offhand. Let me know. Let me know some game series that got really bad when it got into 3D. I can't think of any right now. But yeah, I think we've seen just about everything we can here. So I'll exit out of this one. I'm kind of curious. What is Sunny Part 2? Okay, is this just brighter? Sun is higher in the sky. I'm gonna compare that to just regular Sunny. I think you just start in a different place. It looks just about the same. Alright, so now let's head over to Crescent. Let's go back to Goose for the final time. Crescent Island, free flight. Now what else do we have here? Sunny Part 2, Cloudy, Starry Night, Sunny. Do we not have Evening? I think Evening will be... There'll be an Evening in the next one, so I'll go with Cloudy. Why not? A little grim, a little gloomy. But whatever. This is kind of showing off the different weathers. I think this one's kind of like a South Pacific kind of island, where Holiday seems more, maybe Mediterranean? Caribbean? But this one gives a distinct South Pacific kind of feel. It'd be great to go somewhere where it never gets cold. I think I'd like that. I don't know if I'd like being on an island in the middle of nowhere, though. That's a little disconcerting. Is that, what's that? Is that a... Okay, it's a waterfall. Go through it. Go under this. Oh. Oh, nope. That was poor. Let's try that one more time. Hello? Oh no, you crashed! But yeah, actually, hold on. Let's take a look at the controls. Like, B is... brake. Okay, and I think you do gain height, though. A is just flap wings, everything else is the same as before. Yeah, let's just go to Sunny 2, I guess. What else do we have here? We've got a little village. Nice. Yeah, this looks distinctly South Pacific. Oh, what the... Oh, that was a flag. This is the direction we came when we did the Jumble Hopper. There's a little town over there. Some farms right there. It's a good way to distinguish farms. This kind of the checkered area here. Nice little town, but it looks like a very old, like, Hindu or Buddhist temple or something. Like a Wat, maybe. Here's one of the airstrips we've taken off from or landed on. I think both, actually. Yeah, we went through those kind of rings as the gyrocopter, if I'm not mistaken. There are those planes. I have never played any of the other Pilotwings games. Not the one on the Super NES, not the one on the Wii, I believe. That one had the Mii's, which is a little disappointing. Like, come on, bring back these characters. They're fun. the road that goes along here. It's not a large island. Like, you could probably walk around it in a couple hours. I don't know, maybe a bit more than a couple hours. Maybe half a day. Ah, that'd be awesome to live on. It'd be kind of cool to live on such a small island where you can just see and know so much of it. Here's what looks a bit more like a resort town. Beachfront, everything. Tennis courts. So that's the little things. It's the little things. Like a giant freaking boat. Look at that. Tiny umbrellas compared to it. A big old dock. Anything else to see here? What I assume is like a volcano. Maybe dormant, maybe not. Should throw some virgins in there. Make sacrifice to the mountain god. Hawk! You must be the sacrifice. Is there anything on the other side of these? Nope, just a nice little beach. Yeah, this will probably be a half hour just flying around doing absolutely nothing. It's been a fun Let's Play. Like, very few people have watched it. I'm curious, have you actually, whoever is watching this, have you seen the whole thing? Or are you just stumbling upon this one? It's really, I think it's uncomfortable for people to leave comments, the fewer comments there are already. Like, there's so much less anonymity if you feel like, if you know for a fact that someone is going to see your comment. Where if it's a video that has a bunch of viewers, like 10,000 subs on a channel, it's just like half the people say first just for the sake of being seen or something. It's like people don't care what they say on those channels. We're here, it's close. Like, I will see you, your name, and everything you say. No comments will go ignored. A little farm, that's a nice little farmhouse. That's cool. So much of the little things are great in this game, just aesthetically. If you say this game is a tech demo, then it's a damn good tech demo. I think we're coming up around the village again. Alright. We'll just quit this one and head to the final one. No, not here. We want to go all the way back. Silly. The Little States. Which is a really nice touch. As Lark, kind of the mainish character. This might take a little longer. I don't know. We've seen a lot of this place. Yeah, we'll go with... Oh wait, the number is... Oh, it's funny. The test is a different number for each of these, but there's nothing to do in here. As far as I know, there's absolutely nothing. So, let's go with evening. Oh yeah, start in New York. The World Trade Center there. Empire State Building. Manhattan. The Brooklyn Bridge right over there. Like, New York is on a little island here. Because all of New York fits on one island. And here is the northeast little airport. Let's go up to Maine. anything in Maine? Just like in real life, no, just trees. And here's where Canada isn't. There in the distance, right there, like in the crosshair, the Appalachian Mountains. Huh. Is that? I think that's just like a water outlet. It's a little dump. Right there in the very eastern tip, the very eastern corner of what would be Michigan. No, it's just a rock. I forget where the water is. Like, I know there's like a sewer drain or something. And there's Washington, D.C., not far from an oil platform. I'd say that's rather fitting. There's the Capitol building. Washington Monument. Is that the Lincoln Memorial? Yeah. Sadly, I don't think there's a way to look into it. There's the nuclear plant. It's a little disconcerting. And there's the gas station that we refill our power on. Our gas for either of the two that require gas. There's Florida / Cape Canaveral / Kennedy Space Station. A little flute, I love it. Lift off. And lift off of Space Shuttle Columbia. That was kind of dark. I'm sorry. My wing there. You'll always be my wing, man. See what I did there? That was clever. I don't think there's really anything in Texas. Look at the boat. This will be a little longer of an episode of just absolutely nothing. If anyone sits through this, I'd be stunned, flattered, and stunned. Very wide Mississippi River. What is that down there? It's just like a cattle ranch or something? Maybe that's like the Texas... I don't know, I think this is... It looks like Texas where they'd be. Maybe that's the state capital? I mean, I think the company that made this game is... The designers are stationed in Texas. Like, it was called Paradigm or something. They made a couple pretty cool games, like Juice, I believe, is one. One of the later ones. I think they got bought out by a company that went under or something. What is this? No idea. Oh, is this branch off, like... Is this the Mississippi to the left, and this like the Ohio River to the right? If it is, it's not very long. So that would make where St. Louis is... Wait. St. Louis is on the right side of the river. That's not correct. Let's go through the arch. The half-finished McDonald's arch. Aha, I did it. And they liked it. And here's Chicago. Yeah, it's on the correct side of the lake. Correct side of the river, but that's weird. They must have done it backwards. That would technically make it in, like, Illinois. If it was on that side of the river. That's funny. Oh, whatever. Let's keep heading west, young man. We've got the plains here. It's cool. Where's Mount Rushmore? I want to see that one last time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything directly to the right. There's a road up there. I think that just leads straight to Seattle. Man, how fast do you need to go? 100... peaking out at about 170 kilometers an hour. Wow. And here's the Grand Canyon, the southwest. Some really mountainous area. I don't quite know if there's a Sierra Nevada. I feel like saying the state Nevada. That's what I prefer, but the mountain range Nevada. Nevada sounds like classier. Nevada. Yeah, we've seen plenty of this area. Fly like an eagle. There's Mount Rushmore. Freaking Mario. I love how Mario is the most detailed of all of them. It's like you clearly have Mario, and then Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln, Roosevelt? I forget which one is. They're pronounced slightly different, each of them. What is this? Are these missile silos on top of the Rockies? They can't be grain silos. Oh no, they're probably like observation. Yeah, they're telescopes. There's a wind farm down there. I don't think there's too much to see other than just all the little details that they put into a shrunken down version of the United States. And I remember I looked up the name of the tallest building in Los Angeles and I forgot it. So long ago that I actually looked it up. Pretty cool to live around LA. Like, I'd be up for living in Southern California. I was talking to someone, like, on a Twitch stream. It's like, oh, and they're saying it gets cold. And I'm just like, how cold? Like, 45 degrees. It's like, that's not even freezing. Bro, get on my level. I live in Chicago. 45 degrees is, like, the warmest winter ever if it was here in the northern United States. There's San Francisco. With an airport the size of San Francisco. And there's Seattle, far northwestern tip. Right on the ocean. And it's a rather nicely detailed Space Needle. I've got a friend that just moved out to Seattle not too long ago. Little lighthouse there. Fly into the sunset. Last thing to do. It's a fun game, but we've got nothing else to do for it, so exit out. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Soon I'm going to be starting up a new project. It should be up tomorrow, hopefully, if I record stuff properly. But thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. This has been Pilotwings 64. I'm Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.